It's William, and yes, I'm rocking the Duramax hoodie, and yes, we're gonna talk about that truck. You know, if you watch the earlier videos, everything I put out there about this truck, everybody thought I was full of shit, you know, said, hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with my truck, and oh, yeah. But you know what? General Motors screwed up, and we all know it, and now they know it, and they're talking about it, and we're gonna talk about that. But we're gonna show you the truck. I still have it. Do I love my truck? Of course I love my truck. But you know what? It's got a problem, and General Motors needs to fix it, and we all know that. And I'm gonna bring up the article that just came out last week. We're gonna talk about that in this video. But let's walk around the truck. You know this is my work truck. You know I got another transmission put in it. They didn't put an updated transmission. They just put another transmission that they're putting in the same 2024s that they put in this 2023 that still has the problem. Nothing's changed, right? Okay? But now, we find out more. We find out now that you can be driving down the road hauling a trailer and those back wheels can lock up. Could you imagine the mess I would have? Plus I'm hauling somebody else's trailer across the country. What am I gonna do about that stuff? Okay? General Motors, I hope you see this video because you know what? You need to fix this problem and you need to fix it now and you need to fix it right. Okay guys, if you think I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. I know you will. You know I got one of the first videos out there that talks about this problem. Okay, most of the people thought I was full of shit. Well, I'm not. And I told you that this was gonna keep growing into a bigger problem, and it has, okay? So tell me what you think. You know how many guys have reached out? Hundreds and hundreds of guys have reached out on our little channel to talk about this problem with these General Motors trucks, okay? And all of them are taking their trucks in with the same valve problem, okay? It's a valve in the transmission that goes bad and it won't shift. It loses power, you can't drive the truck. Sometimes it won't move at all for some people. You take it into the shop, they have it for, God, some guys have had theirs there for 5 months. Some shops give them a vehicle to drive, but if you're using it for work, I can't use it for work. And you know, to rent a truck like this is like $2,000 a month and 35 cents a mile, okay? General Motors, you gonna pay for that, okay? These are the other questions I have. Our truck's got over 100,000 miles on it now. It's out of warranty. Okay, still has that same defective transmission in it. Are they gonna stand up and fix that? These are the questions we wanna know. You know what? People, we need to get these videos out. We need to let General Motors know that we're not gonna put up with this crap. You guys are gonna build these trucks. You're gonna spend $100,000. This truck was $90,000 when I bought it. The new one's like 101, okay? That kind of money, you should have the research and know what you're doing and building this stuff right. Stop going out there and having parts made by China and all these other places for the lowest bidder. Start building this stuff in America. You know what? Let's make these things all American trucks. Let's start building the parts here. Yes, the price will go up, but you know what? If I had to give an extra 10 grand for that truck and I didn't have to worry about it breaking down, I think it would be worth it. Don't you guys think the same thing? This is where I'm coming from. You know, this thing gets me pumped up because I love my truck. I've got this truck set up. You know what? For you guys that are just coming across this video for the truck and you're not coming across the video for RV transport, let me just walk you through the truck. We're gonna talk about the miles real quick. We're gonna show you some stuff, okay? We'll be right back. Okay, I've got it all opened up. Let's talk about this truck. At 74,594 miles because I remembered exactly. I took it in to have it serviced, okay? Now, they was in there at like 50,000 and I said, hey, do you guys wanna do the transmission? So they said, William, you know what? We've heard some issues on these trucks and we're not really sure we want to drop that fluid yet. He goes, have you experienced any problems? I said, no, I haven't experienced any problems at all. He said, well, you know, it's a work truck. I don't want you to have any problems with your truck. So at 50,000 miles, I did not get that service done, okay? I'm driving down the road in Oregon after doing like 18 deliveries in the last month. And I get a notice, I don't remember if it was an email or what, but somehow I got a notice on my phone saying that it was time to have that transmission serviced, okay? Popped up on my phone, so I told them, okay, we'll just get it done. So I have an appointment made in Colorado and I go there. They know it's just the oil change, but when I get there, I tell them, hey, I got this notice. And he's like, all right, we'll drop the fluid, okay? I pull it in there, they drop the fluid on this truck. They change the filter. Remember, they do not flush. They do not flush. Everybody, when I put these videos, comes back and says, they flushed it. No, they do not flush it, okay? They drop the fluid, they change the filter, they put new fluid back in it, send you down the road, okay? I said, you know what, let's do the rear ends, let's do everything. All the fluids were done on the truck, okay? I jump in the truck and I drive down the road. I don't know, a block out of the parking lot, and all of a sudden, you know, the thing shifts hard, does something weird. I thought, well, maybe the fluid just has to get pumped through. You know, I'm thinking in my mind that they went out and drove the truck, but they don't, okay? All of a sudden, the engine light pops on, reduced power. I call him. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you know. I said, you guys do drive the truck after you do? He goes, no, this is something we do all the time. We just drop the fluid and you're ready to go. Well, if you watch the first videos, and Robin will put all the other videos, she'll link them together, put them in the description, so maybe you can just click on them from when it happened from day one and went through. Those videos have got 40,000 views and stuff, and that's a lot for this channel, okay? And it's because this is a big deal, and I want this out there so people know what's going on, okay? So at 74,559 miles, my truck is down. They have my truck for 6 weeks. Well, I lost $35,000 in income in that 6 weeks. Okay, General Motors, if you're coming across this video, $35,000, okay? I am one guy, just one guy that lost $35,000. So can you imagine all the money that's being lost out there on these trucks, okay? They need to do a better job. That's the bottom line, they need to do a better job, okay? Well, after arguing, don't get me wrong, the dealer was, you know, they're like, hey, the guy brought it in here, there's 3 trucks in front. And at this time, I have no idea that there's problems like this, guys. Okay, now I'm finding out there's 3 trucks sitting there in front of me with the same exact problem. Well, they feel bad now because a truck came in there working perfectly and they went and did that and now it doesn't work. So they get on the phone and they finally get 3 transmissions released from the warehouse or wherever they put these things together at, and they ship them there. I got 1 and 2 of the other guys got 1. They did our truck first in front of those guys, even though they probably shouldn't have, but they did, and I was happy because I needed to go back to work. But now you're scared of the whole truck. Can you guys imagine? Okay, you're scared, okay? But you're like, you know what? I'm gonna change the fluid at 40,000 miles. Hope that's not a mistake, okay? I've driven this truck 43,000 miles as of right now with that new transmission, okay? It's the same transmission that was in it before, it's just a new one that came off the assembly line. It's got 43,000 miles. At 40,000 miles, I had the fluid changed, okay? So this is where we're at right now. Is the truck giving me any problems? No, it's knocking some wood if I had some, okay? I still love this truck, guys. I love this truck. I love everything about this truck. This motor, everything is done exactly what it's supposed to do. It's a beast, it's an animal, and I love the truck. But it's in the back of my mind, right? And I'm thinking, well, I'm just gonna do the best I can and keep servicing, you know, whatever I can, and try to keep, I'm even doing lighter loads, taking it easier on it. You know, when I got this truck, I thought, you know what, they said this thing's made to do it. And I'm not sure if they are made to do it. So now I'm hauling stuff that's under 7,500 pounds. I'm not hauling 20,000 pounds like I did when I first got this truck, okay? People tell me I'm lucky. Most people don't make it past 30,000 and they have the same problem. I made it to 75. Now I'm at 118,000 some miles. It's working perfect, okay? In my mind, we're just gonna keep doing this. It's out of warranty. If something happens, I'm just gonna have the transmission built by a professional that knows what he's doing, and I'm just gonna pay it out of pocket and hopefully keep this truck going. My plans for this truck is 1 million miles, if it's even possible. I'm sure you can leave some comments about that too, okay guys? So that's where we're at with this truck. Then, last week, one of the guys who watch my videos, you know, sends me a link telling me that General Motors got a problem and now they're finally admitting it and they're putting out a recall. And I'm gonna sit down with you in a second, we're gonna talk about that recall. But now I wanna show you, this is a work truck. Do you guys see? This thing has a microwave, it has a refrigerator, it has a generator in the back that powers everything when I need to. It has a heater, it has a bed that pops down that's on shocks. Is that awesome or what, okay? This thing is set up. It's got an iPad holder for my wife. It's got an iPad holder for me. It's got Wi-Fi with the truck and it's got Nomad Wi-Fi there. I have this thing set up for a camera. This thing is a beast and it does everything I want it to do. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about what I heard last week. We're gonna get to that in a minute, okay? I've added the stereo system to this. It's the toolbox. This thing can haul everything, air compressor, tools, fuel tank, bed cover. You know, it's got a rock guard cover. It's got mud flaps. So you can imagine, this is a business investment, okay? This is what General Motors needs to understand. If you're gonna sell this truck for us to work and do what we're doing, then make it so it can do it, okay? I have spared no expense on this truck. I have set it up so it can be used correctly, okay? This is what it is. You guys see where I'm coming from? I mean, and this is what I enjoy doing. And this is what I want to keep doing, okay? But now I got to worry about driving down the road this year and having the rear wheels lock up with me having a camper that belongs to somebody else or endangering other people. This is what I'm talking about. So General Motors, what are you going to do about us guys that are already out of warranty that have this truck with this problem? And you guys out there that know how this works, leave it in the comments, because William does not know how it works. I don't know. When you have a recall, is that part and that problem for as long as I own that truck? They have to fix that problem? Do they have to come up with something? These are the questions I have, okay? I'm gonna close this thing all up. I'm gonna go over here and sit down, grab my iPad, and we're gonna talk about a few more things, because you know what? These videos have been reaching a lot of people. Maybe these videos has helped get this recall. I don't know. Maybe everybody out there bitching and complaining because of these videos has helped get this recall. But what does this recall mean? All right, guys, and I'm back, okay? I'm sitting here in this, let's see if I can even show you. You can see behind me there, the mountains are back there. It's actually a little warmer today. Look at that, no breath coming out like my last video. I don't even know where I'm at. I've never been here before, but you know what? We got our camera. I walked around, I showed you the truck, I bitched and complained and got that out of my system, so I feel better now. Got my iPad right here, you know, and this is what it comes to. General Motors Wednesday said it is recalling nearly 462,000 diesel engines, SUVs, pickup trucks in the United States for a faulty transmission control valve. Been going on for years, guys. It's been going on for years. And all of a sudden now they're ready to do something about it. Is that crazy or what? So let's talk about that. Where's the part in here that gets really technical? It says that a transmission control valve on some of the vehicles may be susceptible to excessive wear over time. Excessive wear. A lot of these guys are having this problem with their vehicle at 30,000 miles. I don't think you're having excessive wear at 30,000 miles, right? Right. Okay. The transmission has a defect. While towing 8,000 pounds, trailers going up a small grade, the truck suddenly, then immediately downshifts, okay? I know what the downshift feels like, okay? And causes the truck to skid and almost jackknife, okay? So now they're gonna jackknife, okay? Mine broke down just getting the fluid changed and I drove out of the dealer, so I got pretty lucky, right? I mean, after reading this, now I'm really concerned. Wouldn't you be concerned? And they're complaining about this. Silverado 25 reported this problem, but it's the 20 to 22 Chevy Silverados, 1500s, 25 and 35. I didn't even know the problem was with the 1500s. General Motors 20 to 22 is what they're saying here. 15, 25, and 35, okay? Where's the 23s and the 24s that are in here for the same problem? Am I missing something here? I mean, I got a 2023 and you know, I got 100 guys on their 2024s with the same problem. So I'm kind of curious, are they just, you know, trying to not jump on the full picture yet? I mean, it's the same valve, I'm assuming, you know? I mean, that's what they call it when I was in there. See if it says in here, the control valve, okay? I mean, it causes the shifting. You guys tell me, am I reading this wrong? Is this not our trucks or the ones that I've been talking about? Because it sure sounds like the same problems. I mean, these are the recalls for 20 to 22. Where's the 23s and 24s? It's the same part. Nothing's changed on this stuff. Okay, that's why I'm throwing this video out, because I'm curious. Do I have to worry about this stuff now? You'll be getting a letter in the mail. I can't get a dealer to tell me. I've already tried before I did this video. I've been putting this video off because I wanted to talk to somebody. Nobody knows nothing. The 23s and the 24s are in there for this same exact issue, but this recall has nothing to do with ours, okay? Yes, guys, you can tell I'm pumped. I mean, when you tell me that the whole thing's gonna, lock up, I'm a little concerned. It's the same valve. So what are they saying here? Are they just trying to scale it down so the number's not as big? You guys tell me what you think. I know there's guys out there, there's truck guys out there that watch all this stuff and pay attention to this stuff. What does this mean? Does this mean they start out with the smaller numbers now and then another week or another month, then we'll get a bigger ones? I mean, it's been going on since 2020 for sure. I've met guys, I've talked to guys that have had the same problem when I never knew it existed when I bought that truck. They sold me that truck and they knew what was going on. Okay, and then when I started putting these videos out there and telling guys about it, guys actually went in and traded their truck because their truck was wore out and they needed another one, and they're General Motor guys. A lot of guys stick with their brand. Ford guys do, Dodge guys do, okay? But the difference is they took my video in there and said, you know what? I don't want to buy a new truck. I'm going to have this problem. And the dealer says, you know what? We'll give you a lifetime warranty, okay? Tells you right there, they know what's going on. Nobody just wants to deal with it. So, I mean, I got one of the guys right now I talk to all the time, he got a lifetime warranty on his. Doesn't mean it's not going to break down. He's not going to be without a truck for 2 months at a time. But for us guys right now that are dealing with this and keep dealing with this, what does this recall mean? Because my truck's not in this recall. Okay? I don't know, guys. I just wanted to keep this video going and keep this going. I don't want to slow this down and let General Motors think they're getting away with something because they need to take care of this. I buy the hoodies. I drive the truck. I talk about the truck. I love the truck, I'm not trying to, destroy other guys' dreams because that's the truck they wanted, but I want it to be right. I use this truck for work. I make a living with it. A lot of other guys do. I just want General Motors, the company they're supposed to be, to stand up and make it right, okay? Do I got to worry about that thing locking up this summer? Okay, because I'm going to tell you right now, this problem is a bigger issue when you're driving in 100-degree weather. The hotter that transmission gets, the bigger the problem. Now I'm on it more and I'm paying attention to it more, even though I never saw my temperature gauge get near hot anyways, okay? So that's where we're at, okay? If you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you like me and Rob, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments. If you think I'm totally full of shit, then put it out there. My skin's thick, I can handle it, okay? But I know there's a lot of guys with the same issue, and I know there's gonna be, this is just like football teams. Don't talk bad about my football team. Don't talk bad about my truck company. But sometimes you need to stand up to them. And you guys, I love that truck just as much as you love yours. But you know what? There's something going on here and it needs to be taken care of. Now, I believe in American build, and they need to get these parts done here if it can't be done somewhere else. Now, I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against China or any of those guys, but I bought parts for motorcycles in my 37-year motorcycle experience and got Chinese parts that just don't hold up like the better ones do, okay? Hell, I got a Riverstone right now that I can't keep the toilets from stop running because the damn part's coming from China. It's not being fixed right. I mean, I've replaced power valves on my toilets 7 times now? 7 times. And if I didn't catch it, my camper would flood and what kind of damage I'd have then, all because they're too cheap to actually build the part right, okay? So China, if you're listening to this video, get your head out of your ass and make the shit right if you're gonna send it to America. In America, if we can't get this stuff right ourselves, we need to make a change. We need to stop buying this stuff. We need to put our people back to work, make it right, even if the price goes up a little bit. Like I'm saying, if every one of us had to pay $10,000 more for that truck and we left that place knowing that we're gonna be able to work it for the next 5 years and feel comfortable and safe on the roads, we'd pay it, okay? We don't wanna pay an extra $10,000 for a truck just so you can line your corporate guys' pockets with more money. That's what we need to stop. We need to make the prices reflect on what it's going to cost us and make it worth it to the American people, okay? Stop putting it in your big corporate ass pockets and start doing the right thing and fix these trucks. And I hope this video goes viral and we get after them, okay? Williams done, and always.